What happens when you put together the popular classic tale of Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson with the fabulous Muppets created by the late great Jim Henson? Easy. You've got this flick. Let's talk about Muppet Treasure Island right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Joel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1996 musical adventure comedy flick Muppet Treasure Island, released by Disney for Jim Henson Productions. Film is of course adapted from the 1883 novel Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Of course, it's similar to the previous film with the Muppets, which of course was 1992's The Muppet Christmas Carol. The key roles were played by live-action actors, with the Muppets in supporting roles. The film stars Tim Curry as Long John Silver and Kevin Bishop in his first film as Jim Hawkins, alongside the Muppet performers themselves. Yes, now, of course, this was the second Muppet film to be released by Disney, whose parent company would later acquire the Muppets franchise years later, despite after Sony had released a couple of other flicks, but one was with the Muppets and the other one was Sesame Street. Anyway, let's get into our story. Jim Hawkins is a young orphan who lives in England with his best friends Gonzo and Rizzo. Jim listens to Billy Bones' tales about the pirate Captain Flint, who buried his treasure trove on a remote island and executed his crew so only he would own the island's map. One night, Bones' crewmate Blind Pew arrives, giving Bones the black spot. Just before dying of a heart attack, Bones gives Jim the treasure map and begs him to go after the treasure and keep both it and the map safe from pirate hands, especially a one-legged man. Just then, an army of pirates attack the inn, destroying it, but Jim and his friends escape with the map. So, the trio takes the map to the half-wit Squire Trelawney, that's the character portrayed by Fozzie Bear himself, who arranges a voyage to find the treasure. The boys are enlisted aboard the Hispaniola as cabin boys, accompanied by Trelawney, Dr. Livesey, that's Dr. Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker. The ship is commanded by Captain Abraham Smollett, that's Kermit, and his overly strict first mate, Mr. Arrow, which is Sam the Eagle. The boys meet the cook, Long John Silver, the one-legged man whom Bones warned them of, but Jim and Silver become good friends. The ship sets sail, but Smollett is suspicious of the crew, believing them to be of shady character. After Gonzo and Rizzo are kidnapped and tortured by three of the crew who have turned out to be pirates, he has the treasure map locked up for safekeeping. It is revealed that Silver and the secret pirates in the crew had been part of Flint's crew and want the treasure for themselves. Silver fools Mr. Arrow into leaving the ship to test out a rowboat, says he drowned, and has his minions steal the map during Arrow's memorial service. Jim, Gonzo, and Rizzo discover Silver's treachery and inform Smollett. Arriving at Treasure Island, Smollett orders the entire crew, save the officers, to go ashore, planning to keep himself and non-pirate crew aboard the ship and abandon the pirates on the island. However, his plan falls through when it is discovered that Silver has kidnapped Jim to have leverage against the captain. On the island, Silver invites Jim to join them in the treasure hunt using his late father's compass. When Jim refuses, Silver forcibly takes the compass from him. Smollett, Gonzo, and Rizzo land on the island in an effort to rescue Jim. However, unbeknownst to them, Silver had hidden a squad of pirates aboard the Hispaniola before leaving, and they capture the ship in Smollett's absence. On the island, Smollett and the rest of the landing party are captured by the native tribe of pigs where Smollett reunites with his jilted lover, Benjamin Gunn. That's Miss Piggy herself, the tribe's queen. Alright, I'm going for the final act and the ending now. You know the procedure like always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, continue on. Thank you, and here we go. Okay, you've been warned. The pirates find that the cave in which Flint hid the treasure is empty, leading to a brief mutiny against Silver. He then reveals that even though he is a pirate, he cares for Jim and allows him to escape. After reprimanding the crew from using a page from the Bible to deliver a death sentence, Silver and his crew capture Smollett and Benjamin. Smollett is hung from a cliff to fall to his death, joined soon by Benjamin after she reveals where the treasure is hidden to save his life. Jim rescues his friends and alive Mr. Arrow, who portrays his own ghost to scare the pirates aboard the ship. The group regains control of the Hispaniola and rescues Smollett and Benjamin. The group engages the remaining pirates in a sword fight on the beach until only Silver is left standing. But he surrenders when he finds himself outnumbered. While the pirates are in prison, Silver discovers he still has Mr. Arrow's keys and tries to escape with the treasure during the night. Jim confronts him and threatens to give his position away while Silver draws up his pistol. A tearful standoff. Well, neither can bring themselves to follow their threats, and Jim allows Silver to leave as long as they never cross paths again, much to their disappointment. Silver rows away, but not before returning Jim's compass to him and complimenting his kind heart. However, Mr. Arrow informs Jim and Smollett that the boat Silver used was not seaworthy, and Silver is later stranded on Treasure Island with no gold. And the crew of the Hispaniola sails away into the sunset, but not before sending some scuba diving rat tourists to recover the treasure from the sea, ending the film. End of story. So, what did I think of Muppet Treasure Island? Well, I must say, well, it's not really one of my favorite Muppet films of all time, but still, it's pretty good in some ways. I mean, the film did get mostly a good response from the critics and what have you. Though, I did read from what Rotten Tomatoes says, it's though less Muppet-centric than the original trilogy. The film is an energetic, cheerful take on Robert Louis Stevenson's classic adventure with typically solid gags. I agree. This film still had some pretty funny moments, and, well, it's not too bad. It does have a pretty good score and what have you as well, by Hans Zimmer. There was a soundtrack that was released. It had a lot of good songs on here, including songs like Shiver My Timbers and Cabin Fever and Love Let Us Here, which of course would have a more country music type sounding version at the end credits done by John Barry. Most of you know that fella from his song Your Love Amazes Me, and Helen Darling, who is easily an underrated singer who had recently put her self-titled debut album out the previous year. And of course, she also did background vocals on Garth Brooks' tune, The Red Strokes. Also in credits, there was a song called Love Power done by Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers. So anyway, yep. The soundtrack's not too bad. Now the cast, on the other hand, I really loved Tim Curry as Long John Silver. He was absolutely incredible. I liked his performance. Billy Connolly, who has done several full movies and TV shows, most notably the last season of TV's Have the Class, as Billy Bones, pretty good. Jennifer Saunders is in this as Miss Blubberidge, and she's not too bad here. But I gotta say, the big human role in this was would go to young Kevin Bishop in the role of Jim Hawkins. I must admit, he was absolutely amazing. Now, of course, we got the Muppet performers: Dave Goelz, Steve Whitmire, Frank Oz, Jerry Nelson, Kevin Clash, Bill Barretta, and a host of others. Yeah. Well, that's who they in their respective roles before. I think you know the story and what have you. So anyway, with a pretty good, fun take on this story and what have you, and with some good, human performances like from Tim Curry and Kevin Bishop, plus a good score from Hans Zimmer. In the end, would I recommend Muppet Treasure Island? I'd say sure, go ahead, give it a try. I think you might enjoy it. Your kids might enjoy it too. Anyway, it's a pretty good swashbuckling fun. I especially love the the confrontation between Kermit as Smalled against Long John doing all those moves with a sword. It just feels like not bad for an amphibian. Yeah. Oh boy. It's just so much fun. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Muppet Treasure Island? You can tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And now after this, I am going to take just maybe the next day off and what have you, and I will maybe not the next day. I'll be taking a bit of a pause, but on Friday night, I will be announcing the winner of my 100 Saturday morning TV log, if I can ever get this tie broke. But don't worry, I know I got an idea to break this tie. You can be sure of that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and again, you can just do whatever you do. Well, like I said, you like this, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. There we go. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to consider checking out these previous two Muppet reviews I had recently done last year. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of The Great Muppet Caper from 1981. The upper right-hand corner is my review of The Muppets from 2011. Or if you want something that's not Muppet related, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of the underrated comedy adventure Baby's Day Out from 1994. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.